Once there lived in the grand city of Baghdad a very wealthy man named Tariq al-Hariri. Through misfortune, he lost all his belongings, his ancestral treasures, and his estate, becoming deeply impoverished. He was so poor that he could only earn his meager daily bread by laboring day and night. One night, extremely late, he lay down to rest in his crumbling, cracked-walled room. He was exhausted, dejected, and sick at heart. He fell into a deep sleep and dreamt that an ethereal, wise old soul, glowing with soft gold and indigo light, came to him. The spirit leaned in and whispered, "Your fortune is in the city of Cairo. Go there at once and seek it." Believing the words of the sacred dream, Tariq set out the very next morning on the long and grueling journey. For days and nights, he traversed the vast, desolate desert between Iraq and Egypt. Wrapped in a dusty travel cloak, he guided his solitary camel across massive, sweeping sand dunes. Under an immense, deep indigo night sky, thick with a canopy of brilliant, swirling stars and a sharp crescent moon, he pressed on, driven forward by a single flickering spark of hope. Tariq finally arrived in Cairo, deep into the night. Weary and dust-covered, he lay down to rest on a simple rug in a dark, run-down hostel. But as fate would have it, a company of agile, shadowed thieves had also chosen that night to strike. Clad in dark wraps, they stealthily scaled the high stone wall of a wealthy merchant's house adjoining the hostel. Soon, the merchant's household was aroused by the noise, woke up and cried out into the dark, "Thieves! Thieves!" The alarm was raised, and the chief of police came to their aid with a squad of heavily armed officers. While the actual robbers quickly made off into the dark alleyways, the police entered the adjoining hostel to search for accomplices. There, they found Tariq, startled awake from his sleep. Confused and bewildered, Tariq raised his hands in surrender as the guards grabbed him, casting him into a dark prison cell where they kept him bound for 3 days. On the third day, the chief of police, Captain Malik, sent for Tariq. Sitting behind his heavy desk, Malik demanded, "Where did you come from, and what brought you to Cairo?" Tariq whispered honestly, "I came from Baghdad. I saw in a dream an old soul who said to me, 'Thy fortune is at Cairo. Go there at once to find it.' But when I came here, the fortune I was promised proved to be an arrest and a jail stay." Hearing this, Captain Malik laughed so heartily that his wide, white teeth showed. He shook his head and mocked, "O man of little wit, 3 times have I seen an old soul in a dream who said to me, 'There is a fashionable house in Baghdad with a beautiful geometric stone fountain in the garden. Under that fountain lies buried treasure, a great sum of gold.' Of course I did not go. Yet you, of little wit, have journeyed across the desert on the faith of a dream, which was but an illusion of sleep. Take this money to get back to your native land, and go home." Tariq's heart leapt, for the house the chief had described was none other than Tariq's very own home in Baghdad. He took the money, thanked the chief, and traveled home as fast as his camel could carry him. Arriving in his courtyard, under the warm morning sun filtering through blooming jasmine vines, Tariq eagerly grabbed a shovel and dug beneath the dry, geometric stone fountain. His spade struck heavy wood. He pried open an ancient, iron-bound cedar chest and discovered an abundant fortune of gold dinars, emeralds, and rubies. He had found his true fortune in his own yard.